Shalom, Kol Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders, a great millstone at Ruel. Much peace and blessings to all your sense of Akim that's pushing this 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, and with charity. This is your brother Osh from the Great Millstone Miami Camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. In this lesson, Lord, is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This is going to be a quick in transit lesson. Okay, I don't have many precepts lined up. I'm just going to speak, say what's on my mind through the spirit, and that is be prepared, Akim, for a lot more distractions. Okay, which this lesson is inspired by what's going on right now with the whole slap, the slap heard around the world, okay? Which, through the spirit, man, when I first heard, before I even saw the video, my wife had told me about what happened the next morning. As soon as she told me, I said, oh, that's a fucking setup. I already knew, man. Nothing these so-called celebrities do is coincidental, okay? Their whole lives is, scripted, basically. We see these different actors and celebrities on TV, but that's the only time you really see them, unless you run across one in real life. Every time you see them, they're on camera. These people, they're all characters. Will Smith, he's not just a character in his movies, he's a character in real life. Chris Rock, that's their character. They're always in actor mode. Okay? They're always in character. The different scandals, Hollywood gossip, all that is orchestrated. All that's just things Esau planned out. It's all coded. Esau plays with numerology and stuff like that. They use certain words. Even when these different celebrities get married, so-called married, their handlers be setting up those marriages. They ain't really married for real. Okay, and why always a celebrity is with another celebrity? Why can't he marry someone normal? But I say all that to say this: there's going to be a whole lot more distractions, which they're all enchantments, okay? They're just enchantments. It's witchcraft. The high-level witches of the nation of Esau, Edom, and whoever he hires, they plan and scheme to come up with different psychological operations, if you will, to which they have the term for it. It's called social engineering. Okay. With these different movies and the music, Hollywood, which we all know goes back to Witches One, media is a tool, is a very powerful tool for which, mainly two reasons: to distract and to indoctrinate. Okay? They distract you from the real issues, things that really matter, and then on top of that, they get you to believe in what they want you to believe in. They mold society and actually implant into people's minds through, in their subconscious, of what is acceptable. Okay? Which, this whole thing with Will Smith, you already know how the black woman feel. The black, these different psyops is mainly for Jake. But you got a so-called white man, Esau Edom, there. So they say, look at these niggas, they violent. They can't even, even a guy as prestigious as Will Smith is a violent thug. Okay, but then you got the black woman supporting him about sticking up for his wife, standing up for black women after all the hell that she put him through. But you don't see the women silent on that part. But it's a psychological operation going on, because they pushing out that sump vibration, first of all, and on top of that, it's a distraction. Okay, I was watching the Apostle Ricard earlier. It was going into bring it out. You ain't even talk about Ukraine no more and Russia. On every news, like, this is big news. Like, this is breaking news, something that's really going to change, really going to have an effect on people's lives. It's just one nigga slapped another nigga, man. It's okay. It's all right. What's really going on? You know? And the majority of these people, they taken by it. They think it's real. They really believe it's real. You know, it's consuming the break room conversations. You walking past spirit people on the phone talking about this shit. They're not talking about nothing else. And that's exactly what Esau wants. He has the minds of the people right where he wants them. Okay? Meanwhile, there's more news about cyber attacks. They keep talking about cyber attacks. They keep talking about, and they have another psychological operation they're running on the people is pushing the vibration that Vladimir Putin is the number one most evil dude on the planet, which he's an Edomite. The Most High gonna destroy him, but he ain't no worse than these American devils, man. But you see, the minds of the people is right where Esau wants them. So when they do this false flag attack, like Dr. Eggman, all right, Klaus Schwab said, is going to make COVID look like a cakewalk, basically, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, everything is getting ready to be shut down very soon. You can feel through the spirit, and that's, when you see these different distractions and enchantments that Esau is coming out with, one thing you want to ask yourself, what's going on behind the scenes? What's getting ready to happen? All right, because Esau has these different events, different things like George Floyd, or when all else fails, let's shoot a nigga, have a cop get shot by the police, put it on the media, all these different distractions. And if once one thing is old, they roll out the next one. Because they got to give people things to talk about. Because if they don't give you something to talk about, then you're going to have a conversation that they don't want you to talk about. If your whole mind, if all the people is focused on one thing, they can't focus on nothing else. And that's exactly what Esau wants, man. All right? So, brothers, as well as you sisters out there that believe in the right spirit, prepare for more distractions, okay? But we have to focus on the mission at hand. We have to focus on the kingdom of heaven. We got to focus on these prophecies. As Yahushua told us, watch as well as pray. Okay, if the good man of the house knew in what hour the thief would come, he would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Habakkuk said he would stand upon his watch, right? And wait for the Lord, roughly paraphrasing. That's how we have to be. We are the watchmen. So, even with physical watchmen and, physical wars, defending a physical city, all right? Even in ancient times, that's all a part of war, is distractions. Create a distraction, create a diversion, so then you could take your enemy while he's not looking. That's exactly what Esau wants. So we can't get distracted. We have to, I was watching the elder Rachai Yaquam, I believe his name is, in London, man. He made a good point speaking about this very situation. Okay? And he made a great point. He said, we want to get on the level of a dragon. Okay? Like our beloved apostle Elder Gabar loves to go into the levels of intelligence dealing with the animals. Okay, you have the totem. Number one is the monkey, which is the lowest level, is the monkey. That's why they, hence the term monkey see, monkey do. They're just followers, okay? Then after the monkey, I believe it was a parrot, or if not a parrot, I know a toad is in there, which a toad is stubborn. Okay, you also have what Esau calls boiling the frog, which is a slow, gradual, which they call gradualism, a gradual increase, slowly moving to what Esau wants to do. These people are being gradually conditioned into receiving the MOTB. All right. Then after the toad, I believe it was an owl, right? Which owl is symbolically likened, is a symbol of wisdom. All right, owls, they can see in the dark, they can turn their head all the way around. And then after the owl is the dragon, which is the top level. Okay? A dragon sees right through bullshit. At any given moment, he has a very keen eye, a very sharp eye, very wise. That's the level that we want to be on in these last days. Because the scriptures say what? Oh. All right. This is Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Okay? So, Yahushua told us 2,000 years ago that one of the signs of the day of the Lord leading up to his return is going to have people coming up claiming to be the Messiah, claiming to be representatives of the Messiah, saying all manner of blasphemies, pushing all type of wicked doctrines. Okay? And the Lord said a lot of people going to get taken up because they're going to have great signs and great wonders. All right, the Most High, Yahweh, through his son Yahushai, all right, on the left-hand side, gave this devil, the so-called white man, power. Great power on the left-hand side to deceive, okay, and to kill, steal, and destroy. He gave this devil his technology, gave him, his media, all these different tools and resources the so-called white man has. The Lord gave all that to him. And the Lord already numbered a certain amount of our people, the tribes, to be deceived, ultimately to be taken by this man's different enchantments, his different psychological operations. You got niggas right now still thinking the so-called white man went to the moon. Okay? You got niggas right now still think that 9/11 was not an inside job. They still believe in the narrative that Esau gave. Right now to this day, man. That's why you got niggas driving down the street, windows up. They're the only one in the car, but they got the mask on. All right? They ain't even talking about the Rona no more, but they scared to take that mask off. Why? Because they've been deceived. All right? And the Lord said, and those are lower level deceptions and distractions compared to what's getting ready to happen in the near future. Okay? We're in the year of the turn up. Okay? And that's not, first and foremost, that's Yahushai turning up, but everybody else is turning up. If you've been wicked, the Most High gonna put a spirit on you to turn up in wickedness. And if you've been righteous, Lord gonna give you a spirit to turn up in righteousness. So this devil, the so-called white man, is really gonna turn it up. He's got things that in his playbook, okay? His New World Order playbook, things he's got set up, and he's just waiting to bring it out. They can't wait. Oh yeah, we're gonna get them with this. Wait. They thought this CV shit was bad. Wait till we hit them with this. The Lord said it's gonna be so enchanting that the Most High gonna have to put a heavy spirit on the elect to not get taken by it. And if it wasn't for that, then the elect would be taken. But the Lord said He's not gonna allow the elect to be taken. All right, but that's just, that's just a way to look at it. That's just a way something to think about. If it's gonna be that bad, what type of things this man is gonna come with? All right. So that's why we have to remain circumspect, remain vigilant, as it says in Peter, 1 Peter, the 5th chapter. Okay, as a matter of fact, let me run to that. 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. All right. So being sober, that's to have a right state of mind. To be sober means to be humble, to be lowly, and to be circumspect, because the opposite of sober is to be high-minded, to be proud. You think you're untouchable, you're in la la land. You don't think no harm can come your way. But when you're sober and vigilant, you're always on your watch, you're always on your scope. Anything Esau put on the news, you already know, I'm not, this is bullshit. Whatever Esau push out, whatever they talking about, if it don't line up with prophecy, it's bullshit. And it's a psyop. It's not real, man. We got to remember, this is the devil. These so-called celebrities, got to remember, they actors. They paid to do this. They sold out. They don't have no real lives. These different scandals and Hollywood scandals, the gossip, all that shit is created. It's not even real. Most of the shit ain't even happen. But it's to keep the minds of the people on a low level. All right. And I had Revelation 12 and 12 lined up. Okay. Let me just read that and I'll close out. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Okay? And going back to 1 Peter 5 and 8, it said the devil goeth about seeking whom he may devour. Meaning he can't devour everybody. He can't touch the very elect. The Most High got a hedge about them. But everybody else is free game. So we have to put on as the elect, because none of us know that can say I'm of the elect. But we have to put on as the elect. We have to move in the right spirit. And Lord willing, the Most High gonna keep us. Lord willing, we be that elect. Okay? So the devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath. Eventually it's going to get physical. Eventually there will be great bloodshed. Okay? And it's going to come to a point where Esau is not going to have to bring out distractions. When the MOTB is being forced down the people's throats, Esau coming down with that sword, there's going to be no more need for distractions at that point. But even then, Esau going to have his Project Blue Beam and all this shit that he going to bring out. But leading up to the hour of all hell breaking loose, expect more distractions, more psyops, more enchantments. Because this man is going down and he's trying to hang on any way possible. Okay? So, just a reminder, talking to myself first, but all of us, man, we have to remember this man is the devil. He's a deceiver. Everything is not what it appears to be. Okay? Question everything. All right? Question everything. So, hey, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash. Until the next one, Shalom.